Welcome to the new survival challenge. Oh, actually, this is a competitive series now. So, yeah, I've decided to follow exactly what Daggerwin and Chainsaw are doing. This is the fourth time that I'm gonna hit the post, that I am following them. So, yeah, I've decided to go the long way to get to my fields. So I have decided to follow not Daggerwin's fields. I think the second last one I followed Daggerwin, so I thought, you know what, we'll follow Chainsaw's fields and setup. Okay, so let's bring that up and we're gonna get there. I did the silly thing and I brought the tractor first, but that's fine. Now I don't have, so I put Trinical on both fields. No other reason other than that was what was available. So we got exactly the same machinery, exactly the same everything else. I am going to do something a little bit different. After all, this is now a competition. So the rules are, from what I understood, and I'm going to look more into them, is that you can do contracts, but I suppose the option with contracts is that you need to have your own equipment to be able to do the contracts. So we're going to do exactly that, obviously. Might go this way. Just follow it till we get to field 29. Yes, so so contracts are okay. From what I understood is you cannot have multiple productions. So like I had in the previous one, I had I think I started with 2 and then I went to 4 of the same timber production, or 3 or 4, I can't remember. I think 4. You can have as many animal enclosures as you want, from what I understood, but you cannot have more production than one. So I can only have 1 dairy, 1 timber production, 1 grain production, and so on and so on. You get the idea. If you sort of want to know more about the rules and regulations, it'd probably be best to look in Daggerwin's. Apparently he's put it somewhere in his videos, in the description of the video, from what I understood. Now, French map, large map, so it takes forever, as you can see, to drive. Now, from what I've noticed at the shop, a lot of the tractors that are at the shop, it's all New Holland. Now, from what I gather from Chainsaw's video, is that this is meant to be like sort of European equipment, but yeah, so it's not here that I need to go in. No, not here. Anyway, we'll get to the field and we'll talk more after. Alright, so Trinical it is. I have not, I forgot what the other one, the other crop that Daggerwin and Chainsaw did, so I just left it with Trinical. From what I saw in their videos, prices are almost identical, so it's not really gonna say, hey, you've got a massive benefit or something along that nature. Oops, go back in. I remember that this is not really gonna give me a huge benefit or anything like that. Now, from what I understand, we are now in a competitive series, so therefore, as long as we stick within the rules, we don't have to follow anything else. So I could sell all the equipment if I wanted to and go with my own equipment. Now, I would love to be able to change the tractor to a New Holland type tractor. So this is why we're going to look to see. So this is the same as mine, but a lot cheaper. Wow, if I had the money. So obviously a lot of distractors are, oh, come on, press the wrong button, are a lot more, a lot older and a lot more expensive. There's a couple of them that might interest me. We'll have a look into that as we go along. So I'm curious to see if I could just go straight through, and that way we can do same thing. Now, a little bit, I obviously like the idea of the fact that the fields are so close to each other and that they can be joined. So that was obviously one of the reasons why I chose to go down this path with the Daggerwin, with the chainsaw selection instead of the Daggerwin selection. Anyway, we'll time lapse this. Okay, so we've finished harvesting. Now, while I was harvesting, I was kind of thinking of what to do. Obviously, since we're here, we're gonna need to save up money to buy these kind of fields. Yeah, so I think we need to sort of go down that path. Now, there's another path that I was sort of considering, and I will look into it in a minute. Like, obviously, I don't use front loaders. I see Daggerwin does, but anyone that watches, he shows how much torch it is. Oh, okay. The design or the way this game is working, it just does not make sense that you would do that. So if I were to say replace this with mine, so would they charge me? So it's $9,000 with all the different options. $8,000. And how much is mine worth? So definitely worth selling. Just buy that one. It's the same width, 3 meters. I'm not sure if it's the same. I don't need the markers. Okay, so we want to go with the Massey Ferguson red. So it looks like it's even cheaper. The fact that I've kind of so there you are, saved $6,000 just by doing that. My tractor, how many horsepower does it have? So it's worth 50,000 at 95 horsepower. Now I don't use this, and I don't use it because, like I said, the game is just not designed for it. It just becomes an absolute nightmare to use, and I'd rather use when we get to that point. So it's 99,000. 117,000, but there is no combine in there, is there? I mean, yeah. I could have even bought this one and would have been cheaper again. So I should have looked. Wow, I lost big time on that, but that's fine. So that's finito. So there you are. We got 26,000. Got 110. So if I max it, 285 horsepower. Standard wheels, medium, wide, wide 2, narrow. So we'll just go with, oh yeah, definitely one beacons, GPS, radiator grill. What's the difference? Oh no, definitely not. Decorations, carpet, front attaches. Should have gone the other way, shouldn't have? Hydraulics. See, okay, this may not end up being saving a lot of money, but I get a much heavier tractor and a much stronger tractor for the same. And I'm pretty sure that if I take it to the store, I get an extra 20%. Okay, so we'll put you over here. So I'm already ahead just by doing that. Now, unlike Daggerwin and Chainsaw, I will be selling. Let's find out where the best price is. I will be selling the Trinical. They've opted out to keep it and hope for the better price, but 773, so 795, 810 at animal feed production. Okay, did I not tag it? Yes, I did. It's not even that far. Oh, see, to me it makes no sense that you would keep it, because Daggerwin missed out on the contracts because he couldn't, because he was going to get a little bit more on the crop that he was going to sell. To me, that doesn't make sense. He could have done 1 or 2 contracts and made a lot more money that way. So just by the fact that I don't use certain things, I get a little bit of an advantage. Now I know there's some people who say, yeah, but you're kind of cheating the system and all that. To be honest, if the system in Farming Simulator was a little bit better when it comes to trees and all that sort of stuff, I would use the front loaders and all that sort of stuff. But you know what? Let's have a look. Is it quicker to go this way? So where are we going to sell this? Shouldn't it be flashing? Okay, I think we'll go to the other one just to be safe. I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure how they will pay you. So I'd rather do this. Anyway, we'll see when we're there. Alright, so we finally found, I believe this would be the train. So we will go in here, empty it, and then we'll have to hire the train, I believe. I don't think it will be straight automatically just sell. I could be wrong. I did see the train, if memory serves me right. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, I didn't think so. You do have to come in here and then get the train going. Okay, so... Oh, hang on. What did I not get to that yet? Alright, and there we go. We're gonna let's go sell this. Okay. So, well, took a while, but I finally found where we need to go to actually... actually, I think you can get out that way. Yes, you can. Okay. Oh, let's change the time. I had to go away from the computer for a bit, so I put the timing on low. All right, now I want to go to the shop and have a look at changing. Where are we? Okay. We'll go in, sell the tractor, I think. I think it makes sense. So we're at $30,000 in our first episode. This tractor, as you can see, it's very, very underpowered. Now, we'll see what happens. We'll see what there are. I don't think there was any rules that you can't sell the equipment. I'm actually considering selling that smaller land that we got, the grassland, because it really serves no purpose. There's no reason for me to have such a small piece of land. And with the $30,000 that we made, I will have a look to see if there is any contracts. Wow, I couldn't think of the word for a second. If there's any contracts for me to do, and we'll get that done. All right, I made up my mind. I'm gonna do that contract, which is right here next to us. I'm gonna have to bring the combine across, obviously. And that way we make ourselves a bit of money and maybe keep both tractors. I don't know. So this is what I was saying. How much is that small piece of land worth? So we can sell it for $28,000 gone. It doesn't make sense for me to keep it. And that way So got that one for 26,000. They're about the same speed. They're about the same. There's no other one, is there? You know, we could buy that and then we don't have to pay for. You know what? We're going to buy this. So we're going to max it and make it wide, left and right. I don't really need front end. Other than that, I don't really need any other. I'll get rid of that. So we're at $46,000. And all I need is buy a. So for 1 ton, we'll go with this one. That's a bit too. That is probably more the way to go. There you are, new tractor on the first day. What I want to do, do we have any? I'm going to be doing this quite a lot now, aren't I? 21,000. Okay, that's way too heavy for what we need. Now we're going to sell this other one that we have, and we're still better off. All right. Okay, well, we'll take this to the field. We'll cultivate that field in our next episode. You see what I was saying? A lot of the equipment is in Poland. So I think I'm going to do my best to try and come across, when I come across equipment from New Holland, to actually buy that equipment. Okay, we'll take this at the shop, and in our next episode we'll continue the contract, and we will extend our fields, right? Make it into one. Anyway, on that bombshell, have a wonderful day wherever you are around the world. God bless you and your family. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.